If you have considered moving to Fresno, California, this is a video you're gonna love. We are out here today in one of the most prestigious communities in Fresno, California, Copper River, right on the golf course, Copper River Ranch, guys. We are out here showing you today the absolute most affordable and attainable way to get into this community. There's no HOA, there is Clovis Unified Schools, Clovis North, Granite Ridge, and Copper Hills Elementary. This house, guys, is under $500,000. We're gonna show it to you right now. After we see this one, we are gonna dive into this gigantic house down here that is twice the size with a feature that you've probably never seen before. So stick around till the end and let's dive in. All right, guys, something about this builder that I absolutely love is that you can customize these homes to the nines. You can totally make it your own. You are not locked in with what the builder pre-specs. You can pick everything, guys. You can pick the floor, the cabinet color, the paint, like the exterior aesthetic, the colors. You can do all of that stuff, guys. It is awesome. Of course, the more you add, the more the price is going to elevate, but you can get into one of these things at a price that will not break the bank. Resale, it is huge because you are sandwiched in between $1 million communities with homes that are gigantic. This is always going to be a nice area. And I don't know, I think I could go on and on about how great it is, but I think you should see for yourself. So let me just show you this house and let's get on with it. All right, guys, so this right here is the first house. It's a pretty standard floor plan. We've got, a nice little porch right here. All right, we've got an 8-foot front door. We are in, and check it out. So this first house that we are about to see right now that we're standing inside of is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath. We've got a downstairs powder room, all the rooms upstairs. All right, pretty open, very functional. Let me see what you guys think of this thing. So here's the front door where we just came in. The powder room is right here up in the front of the house. Good space there. All you really need is perfect. This is a storage closet. This is kind of interesting to have that. That's for the stairs though. Again, this is 2 stories, so the stairs run right here. So that's kind of interesting. Some would call this Harry Potter's closet. Not sure if Harry Potter would be very comfortable in here, but hey, it's storage. I like the fact that they did not waste that space. Now notice the windows, guys. Notice how many windows we have in this house. A lot of light coming through. Today is actually kind of an overcast day. It's still quite bright in here though, really no matter what, because you've got all these recessed lights that come with this house. So that's really nice touch. All right, good use of space here. I mean, the living room is a nice size. You've got a pretty decent sized sectional there. With plenty of space. Okay. All right, we've got our kitchen right over here. All right, this backyard here actually is about the average size that you're gonna get with this particular floor plan. They've actually have made it very nice. They did some nice stained concrete out here. I love the color. It's not just your gray. It's got like a little bit of color to it, kind of ties in with the stucco. So this is nice. All right. Your air conditioner condenser is out here on the ground. All right, this is common. You notice all the moisture coming off of the unit there. That's normal. That's typically when it defrosts. So that's normal. Now, this setback between these houses, this distance is probably not what you're gonna get. Depends on where the house is, guys. I mean, it really just depends on where the house is at. The way the road curves where these models were built kind of allow for there to be big old setbacks, and it's beautifully landscaped with lots of plants and lush greenery. Also, there's no fence dividing the houses, so it really appears even that much bigger. But in reality, though, this is a little bigger than probably what you'd get. All right, not bad at all, though. This is an awesome floor plan for somebody looking to get into the real estate market at a price that doesn't break the bank, especially for Copper River. All All right, this house is 1553 square feet, guys. 1553. Okay, it's a functional floor plan, nice open layout. The kitchen is actually quite large for the square footage. Being a 2-story, it's actually bigger than I would expect. Wow, it actually looks like somebody lives here already, but this is not the case, guys. This is just what they have in here for the model. It's storage. All right, this is kind of a modern cabinet. You can totally change that if you wanted to go with something different. You absolutely can. All right, these are not soft close. Let's check the drawers. I don't think they are. They're not soft close, but that's all right at this price point. I mean, you know, there's a lot of value here already, so who needs soft close? I love this. I've had a lot of clients tell me they love a window over the sink. I think this is actually really, really nice. This is a quartz material countertop here. I love the big window over the sink. That's really, really pretty. All right, tons of cabinet space, actually, plenty of storage. That door will take us out to the garage. That is the model office, so we are not able to go in there. It is locked. All right, this is an electric community. There's no gas. This is an induction range, okay. They got their Dutch oven sitting right there, guys. I don't know, I could see making some yummy, like peach cobbler. I don't know, whatever, in that thing. Doesn't come with it, by the way, I'm just rambling. All right, so that's good. You know, the appliances may or may not come with it. It really just depends on the way the deal is structured. Something kind of important, though, that I do want to point out in this house, I'm not sure if you have noticed yet, but there's no dining table, okay? Notice that, there's no dining table. We do have a nice square island with 4 chairs around it. Many people these days don't even sit at the table and, you know, eat with their families like we all probably did when we were young. But there is no table, so if that bothers you, this may not be the floor plan. I mean, you could arguably push the sectional that way, put a small round table or something right here, but it would certainly take up space in this house. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. You know, the person who's gonna buy this is probably a younger family starting out. Like, that's just kind of what I think. Now, look, if you're 100 years old and you wanna buy this house, I'm not gonna stop you. But who do I think this is for? Probably a younger couple looking to buy their first home, and you know, we'll live in it 5 to 8 years, then we'll upgrade to something, right? So, all right, let's head upstairs and check it out, guys. If you are relocating to the area, reach out to us. We help people relocate here all the time. Oftentimes people that already live here, that moved here a couple years ago, call us and say, hey, we picked the wrong neighborhood. Casey, show us around, help us find the right spot. We do that all the time. We absolutely love it when people reach out to us and have us help them or subscribe to the channel. Whatever you want to do is great, but we are here for you to help you guys make the move as seamless and smooth as possible. That's where we came from. There's not much behind me. Just want to show you guys everything. It's a wall with a window, looks out to the front. All right, there's no loft up here, which is okay. You know, the price point, I mean, it's a great house still. Straight ahead, this is the primary. All right, so that's a decorative accent wall over there. It's not gonna come that way. I have contacts that can do that kind of woodwork if you guys like that look. This window from the primary bedroom looks to the backyard. Now, let me show you this. You see that wall back there? That is, you know, the wall separating the street to this house. This wood wall, though, right here is here just to show you more of an accurate representation of what these yards actually look like. So if you're watching the video and you're thinking, why is there a wall there? That would be the size of your yard, this wood wall to the house, okay? So anyways, that's a king bed. A lot of space in this room. I think it's a perfect size primary bedroom. Looks good. This is very open into the primary bath. All right, for 1553 square feet, they have actually used it well. really well, my opinion. Then again, what do I know? Who cares what I think? You're buying it. But I think they did a good job. All right, we've got a walk-in shower there. Not a tub, we've got just the shower. Let's see, this is an insert. Okay, that's probably the standard option, I'm going to assume. This builder, there are lots of upgrades available. So don't just assume that everything you see is included at the base price that we're going to talk about later in the video. It could be upgraded stuff. So we'll talk about that, and I can share with you all the upgrades and things like that if you like what you're seeing. Closet's good size, located in a perfect spot right here at the end of the bath. All right, I love the dual sinks. All right, and this is a linen closet right here. Okay. Looks nice. It looks really good, actually. If you are looking to buy something out here, you're not going to beat the value. Even this space goes unwasted. This is a narrow linen closet, but hey, it works perfect. It's actually a nice carpet. It's kind of it's comfy carpet to walk on. Just a little observation as I go. All right, you get this thermostat here. You can adjust the temp right there. All right. Now right here on the left, we've got the laundry, okay? Decent sized laundry. It'll fit your side-by-side units just fine. It's electric, just so you guys know. Your attic access is right up top there. That's your attic access. So if you need to get in there and service your furnace or something, it's going to be up there in a tray. All right, and then right across the hall from that is your third bath. All right, and this is a full bath, guys. We've got the shower tub combo right over there. It appears to be, yes, it is an insert as well. It's nice, actually. Very nice, though. We've got counter right here. I mean, pretty basic. I'm telling you there's a counter as if you can't see that. I know you can, but pretty basic bath, but I mean, it's functional, looks great. I think they did a nice job with it. So that's cool. Matches everything else in the house. And then we've got 2 bedrooms right down here at the end of the hall. So let's see, bedrooms are fair, not huge, not tiny. I would say they're just about average size. And for this square footage at this price point, I don't think you're gonna beat it, to be honest with you. That's a full bed. Let me kind of point down just to show you the space. Normal closet, not a walk-in, it's a normal closet. All right, I like the two-tone paint in this room. That would, I'm sure that's an upgrade, but it looks really nice. You can kind of compare it to the ceiling, and it shows off the trim and the closet doors and everything. It's a nice touch. Right across the way, we have what they staged as a nursery. Perfect. In fact, it would make a great nursery. All 3 rooms are upstairs. Very nice. This looks out to the front. So what do you guys think so far? Is this something that you feel would work? Do you feel like it's, you know, not enough space, too small? Are you looking for a loft upstairs? You know, maybe you want that second living space. Maybe you want an actual dining room. This house, I don't want to say it lacks anything, because it's not that it lacks anything, because there are plenty of other options with the things that you may think it lacks. This home is designed for a particular buyer. And we've already kind of talked about who I think that buyer could potentially be. But if you feel that you actually want space for a big table, and you want, you know, a loft upstairs to have that second living space if you've got several kids or something, then the one I'm going to show you guys right now in just a couple minutes might be a better option. It is a lot bigger, it is a lot more expensive, but it gives you a lot more features, right? So let's head over there, check it out, and see what you guys think. We can kind of compare. This is sort of the first time buyer feel, I would say, versus kind of the forever home, right? So you may buy this, sell in a few years, and then upgrade to the one we're going to go to right now. Let me know what you would do. Let's step out of here and head over there. That house we just saw, wait till you hear the price of this thing, guys. It is the most affordable thing in Copper River for sale. If you're not familiar with what Copper River is or where it is, we're gonna talk about that right after the next house. We're gonna go to the map and tell you guys where it's at, what's out here. But what it actually is, Copper River is actually a country club. It's a golf course. I think it's pretty well known by most that anytime, regardless of the city, if you live on a golf course, there's a certain level of prestige to that. And typically with that comes an elevated price point because of the prestige that comes with that. Copper River, there are only 3 or 4 different builders out here. We've got builders from the price point that we're gonna talk about right now, the house we just saw, all the way to several $1 million, guys. And the reason that's important, is because property values will stay out here, right? Buying something, I don't want to say affordable, it just depends on who the buyer is, right? Buying something more obtainable will have a better long-term property value if it's next to very expensive houses versus buying the most expensive house in a cheaper neighborhood somewhere. That's gonna, I feel like all the cheaper houses will pull that value down versus having one of the more obtainable houses in a more expensive area. Those high-end houses will help keep property values pulled upward, if that makes any sense. So that's just kind of my opinion, my observation out here. These are very nice houses. This builder makes a fantastic product. I would love to show you guys these in person. So if you do want to see them, just let me know. We'll set up a time meet out here and I'll walk you through and give you the insight on all of these. But I'm gonna head over a couple of houses down and show you guys a giant compared to what we just saw, and then see what you guys think of that, okay? All right, so all these houses that we are walking past right here beside me are models available. And this isn't even all of them, guys. There's I think there's 6 models, 6 or 7 models, 1, 2, 3. There's, I think, 6 models out here. There are more floor plans than that they will happily build for you if you prefer a different floor plan. Some of them are spec'd out, so we'll do another video and show you some stuff that's actually not modeled out here, which might be kind of a cool insider's little scoop there. But we're gonna check out this huge house right here, guys. This thing is like over 3,000 square feet. It's got tons of beds and baths, and it's got some really cool features that you guys are gonna love. It is decked out to the nines. So why don't we head on in, check this thing out, and I'll show you guys what 2 of the last houses smashed into one gets you, right? It's like the square footage here, over 3,000. And actually this one specifically, I think is, let's see, 3,152. The last one was 1,553. So it's actually right at 2 of the last houses. Such a difference in house and price point though. But let's check it out and see what you guys think. All right, let's head on in. Now, are you wondering what that door is right there, guys? Or do you already know the answer? You may already know. Well, we'll come back to that, so hang out, guys. We'll come back to that. All right, check this thing out, guys. The door's a little squeaky, but that's okay. All right, look at this thing. This thing is huge. In fact, it's almost like, which way should I go first? What do you guys want to see, I think the island in this house might be the biggest island you guys have ever seen. I don't know, but you tell me. Check this thing out, guys. Boom. Look at that thing. Tell me that's not massive. I mean, look at that. I don't even know if the video does it justice, but that thing is like the size of a bedroom. Just kidding, it'd be a small bedroom, but that thing is huge, guys. Look at that. So now, this is an option, okay? We just got done talking about options in the last house and how with this builder, you can select many of the upgrades and things that you prefer, okay? This house has a lot of options, a lot of the upgrades that the last house didn't have. But even this island, what I'm saying is even this island is considered an upgrade, okay? It's not a standard feature. The island would be kind of your smaller, normal size island that you typically see. This conversation piece of an island right here though, is gigantic, and it's only, don't quote me on the price because it could vary, but I think it's only like a few $100, maybe like $500 or something. For $500, get the island, guys. Every time someone comes over, they're gonna look at that island and say, oh my God, that's a big island, right? So get the island. It's really, really cool. And if you're gonna spend this amount of money, get what you want. I mean, obviously pick the things that matter most and save money on things that you don't care about. But I don't know, the island is just such a cool, unique feature that you don't see in most houses. All right, now, let me show you guys here. Very nice, lots of space. I don't think these are soft close in here either. No, they're not soft close. That is an option though, I think you can get. But is it worth it? I mean, I don't know. All right, check this out, guys. It's really nice. Love this. Nice feature. You can hide your trash can. You don't have to have the garbage on display. So that's kind of a cool thing. Big farmhouse sink, super nice, very clean. This feels like a home that you could live in, you could grow into, you could be very proud of to own. I mean, by the way, just being a homeowner in general is something to be proud of, so don't get me wrong. But this house is very impressive. It's impressive, guys. And I know I talked about the last house and how it was very, very affordable compared to everything else out here in Copper River. Compared to other houses in Copper River, even this is affordable. It is a lot more expensive in my opinion than the last house. We're gonna talk about that. It's a different caliber of home though. This is like a home you could live in for 10 years and not feel like, oh my gosh, we need more space. We've outgrown it. This is a house that you could live in for years and never even move if you didn't want to. And if you did choose to move, buying even at this higher price point compared to the last house is still relatively affordable in relation to everything else that they are building in Copper River, okay? So still a fantastic investment actually. So we do have plenty of space around the island as we've already raved about. 4 stools right there. There's plenty of space for a dining table though. I mean, you can put even a bigger table if you felt the need. This table will easily fit 6. You could squeeze 8 if you had to. And again, a slightly longer table would not be a problem in my opinion whatsoever. I like that they did the cabinets here with the matching backsplash all the way up. It really makes the kitchen feel a lot bigger. I don't know, it makes it feel like hyper extended or something. Very, very nice. Floating shelves are cool. They match the cabinets. Check it out. It's like a herringbone backsplash. It's really, really pretty. Pendants are cool over the big island. Oftentimes I show some amazing homes like this one, but then you get to the living room and it's tiny. You know, I've seen that before. Not in this one, guys. This living room is really big. These are standard size sofas. These are not love seats. They're standard size sofas. You could do a large sectional there easily. You know, this is big. So it's really, really a good use of space. So, all right, let me show you this backyard. Okay, it is, let's see how to get out here on this side, guys. All right, check out this backyard. It is significantly larger than the last house's backyard. And you know what? Some would argue that even this backyard's not huge, but it's really a great use of space. This is totally geared for somebody who wants to entertain. Check out this fireplace. Now, it's going to be dirt, guys. When you get it, it's all dirt. There's nothing back here except maybe a very small pad out the sliders so that you don't step out into dirt. But beyond that, it's totally up to you to design the backyard. But this is a fantastic idea. I mean, look at that. This is really, really such a cool thing. This little fireplace set up out here. This could all be seating and everything. Very nice. They did a fantastic job on this. Zero complaints from me. All right. A nice little pergola there. Looks pretty cool. Behind this community, you can kind of see, I'll show you really quick. You can kind of see how beautiful it is out here. Again, this is an overcast day. So when it's blue skies, it's really, really pretty, but this is very like cozy and you just want to kind of relax kind of a thing, you know? And you could do it with a yard this size. In all honesty, even the last house, like it was a cozy setup. You could do a fire pit back there and make it really, really cozy and cool to relax and kind of hang out and enjoy your space. And you know, something else that's kind of cool is, you know, I bought a new construction home myself. And you know, we got a actually pretty decent sized backyard, I would say. But we waited like a year before we actually developed it and did what we wanted to do. You know, it costs a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of thought. You want to make sure it's exactly what you want, because once the concrete's down, like that's it, right? We're not going to have it jackhammered out if we change our mind. So we really wanted to think it through, consider ideas. But I'm not going to lie, it was a really cool thing when the yard kind of all come together, because then it felt like we added on to the house, you know, like we could step out and, you know, have a new entertaining space that we didn't have before. So, man, no, it's like obvious, right? But it's cool. Like you hear about a backyard, but it's a really, really fun process designing it and then seeing it come to life and then kind of making it your own, you know? So that is kind of cool. All right, let's go back in. You guys haven't even seen half of this house yet. We've only seen like one area. So let's keep on going. All right, so the entry looks really, really nice. I love the board and batten that they did on the sides there. It looks really cool. All right, straight ahead here. Look at this thing, guys. Now, we talked about Harry Potter. Are you kidding me? This is like luxury living for Harry Potter. He would have all kinds of space in here, right? Look at that. So that's very nice. All right, right here is your guest bath. Some people call this a powder room. It's just a toilet and a sink. It's perfect though for your guests. That's interesting. Like rocks on the wall there. Cool. So that's nice. Let's go upstairs and look how nice this banister is, by the way. Like the detail here, it's really, really nicely done. Like it has an expensive quality feel. I know that's sometimes hard to capture, but it's nice. I think this banister is actually an upgrade, but it's a really nice upgrade that's worth probably doing, in my opinion. All right, do you guys feel like the last house should have had a loft, like a second living space or something? Is that something that matters to you? If it's important, this house is one that we should totally come and look at together. This is actually one of the biggest lofts of any new construction home on the market in the Central Valley. Check this thing out, guys. This is huge. Like this is insane. So now check this out, guys. You can actually make this another bedroom with a small loft. This could be a 5-bedroom house. This is the way it's shown in the model that we're standing in right now. You can make it a bedroom and a loft, a smaller loft, kind of like an average loft. But guys, unless you need that 5th bedroom, this right here is so cool because you don't find it in most houses, and this house has the square footage to accommodate it. So very, very cool. All right, guys, that's the primary, but we're gonna come back to that. Let's actually start at the end. I know you're probably thinking, geez, this house is huge. All right, check it out. This room is huge. I know in a lot of houses, the secondary bedrooms are small. Not this one, guys. This space is giant. Check this thing out. I mean, you could put 4 of these beds in here if you had to, 8 of them if you turn them. I mean, this is crazy. I love the windows. The wall of windows is like a really cool thing. You know, and then they also took into account the fact that it's a big room, so we'll put a walk-in. It's nice. Love that. This room looks out to the front of the house. All right, this is huge though. Lots and lots of space up here. So, all right, now this side has another bedroom, also big. That's a full bed. Look at all the space. Look at the space, guys. It's huge. This thing is big, really, really large. We've got another walk-in. All right, great space. Love the use of space here. These rooms are fantastic for kids. I mean, they're big. These rooms are big. It's not like a little, 10 by 10. This thing is huge. So, conveniently located right across the hall is a full bath. It's got dual sinks, matching cabinetry and countertops as the kitchen downstairs. Very nice hardware. These are undermount sinks, which is kind of the more modern style. All right. This is an insert tub as well. That's just the standard option. I think you can actually get this tiled. If you prefer tile, you can get that done, not a problem. But the inserts I've also heard are easier to clean. I don't know, but that's just a preference thing. Linen closet on our way back. All right, and then we've got our laundry, which is impressive. All right, your washing and dryer would actually go right there. A side-by-side will fit there just fine. Your traditional set will work, it's electric. We've got nice cabinets that wrap around the two walls in this laundry room. It looks really good. This sink, I think the sink is an upgrade, but it's nice to have a utility sink in the laundry room. Very nice. All right, they put the fur baby items up here. I mean, you got the leashes. If you're downstairs and you want to walk, you got to come all the way up here and get them. So I'm not sure if I'd put those up here or downstairs somewhere, but again, it's just staging. This here is your telecommunications box. So your internet, all of your media stuff is going to be accessible through there. So that's good. All right, and actually another linen closet. So we've got this one here that we are seeing currently. And then right across the way, we've got another one right over there. Lots of storage. All right, we're gonna step into this primary bedroom. It is impressive. It is really, really big. I think it's more than enough space for anybody. Check this thing out. I love the view out that window. Now, depending on which lot you end up purchasing, you may or may not have that view. And if you buy the model, you'll have that view. They are planning to build houses. You can see the curb is already, set for there to be a road with houses built in there. But from this level, you'll still see quite a bit of that beauty out there, to be honest with you, just because of how high we are here. So, and you can actually get a good view of the backyard from here too. So that's really pretty. All right, now look at this, guys. I mean, does that look like a long hallway to you? To me, it's like, wow. Look at this closet. It's nice. Nice double door, easily accessible closet. You can step on in here. Looks great. Get some lights on here. All right, check out this primary bath. All right, do you like this? What do you guys think? Do you like the way that tub protrudes out that way, or would you rather it be turned 90 degrees? Let me know. What do you think? Put in the comments. It's got a lot of continuity, same countertop and cabinets as the other bathrooms and kitchen. That's nice. I love that they put the lights above the mirrors. Some of the builders are not doing that, believe it or not. so your face is always in a shadow when you're trying to get ready. So they think of everything, it seems like, in this house. And then it's kind of cool, you've got that shower right over there in the corner. I love how these are separate. That's very, very cool. I think it's super nice. We got our water closet here. Every video I say that, and it's weird to me that they call this a water closet. To me, a toilet room makes more sense, but you know, whatever. A lot of light though. We have a window here too. So lots of windows, actually. Check it out. As we go back out, look at the windows. So we have a window there, a couple of windows in the hallway here as we walk past our closet, and then a nice large window there with lots of great views looking out. So it's nice, guys. It's really, really nice. All right, as I head back downstairs, I know that you're probably thinking we've seen it all, but we still haven't seen what's in that actual other door, right? There's like a second door outside that we passed coming in that I said we'd come back to. Well, guess what? It's that time, guys. We're gonna walk out there right now and check it out, okay? All right, guys, so we just come out of the front door. But what is this? What's through that door, guys? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out together. All right, guys. Are you thinking like, is this what you would have guessed? Let's see. I'm trying to get some lights on so you guys can actually. There we go. Cool. There we go. All right, check it out, guys. Like, is this not insane to you? Like, look, we just came through that door. We've got a little kitchenette here. We got a sink, a dishwasher. You know, I don't think they're allowed to add a stove, so we can't do that. But we could do a hot plate, an air fryer, like all different things. You know, microwave, of course. But look at this. This is like a little living room, a little TV, little, you know, next gen in-law setup type of deal. All right, and we step right on through this door here. And it's another bedroom. Okay, perfect. We've got a nice closet right here. All right, this door here, linens. And guess what, guys? We've got another bathroom right here. Look at that. Now this is actually tile. This is grouted, this is tile. This is not an insert. It's super cool. I actually really like that tile. It's kind of cool. It gives it a little bit of character. All right, but isn't this crazy to have this whole suite here, like attached but very separate to the house? I mean, I think it's absolutely amazing that you have this as an option for you. So one question that I had was, is there central heating and air in this room? And the answer is yes, you can get central heating and air in here. I think, in fact, that would be the standard option. But if you want the mini split system like they've got there and here, it's considered an upgrade. You might ask, why would you pay extra for additional ACs in this room? Depends on what you're gonna do, right? If you're gonna use this like as an office or something, or put your kid in here, they can just have the temp at whatever the house is set at. If you work somewhere though, and you've got a coworker who's going to rent a space from you or something to that effect, you might want them to have their independent HVAC, you know, so they can set the temp to what they want. It's all going to come on one bill though, just so you know, so that you really can't completely separate it, but it would basically let this area be turned on or off, or it can be totally independent from the main house. All right. Now there are some different ways to configure this space. I'm going to show that to you right here. All right, so the way it's shown in the model is this one over here, okay? We've got the next gen suite, we've got all of that. This is the powder room that we saw when we first went into the main house earlier. And then we've got the linen closet, the closet here. We're literally standing like right here right now. That's what we just saw. You can get this as another bedroom where there's actually a door here into the main house. And then you would not necessarily have an isolated space. So I don't know, do you think this is cool or not? Like the way, you know, a lot of the next gen homes, you have a door from the outside and you can still access the main house from this area. In this particular configuration, you cannot get into the main house without going through the front door of the main house. You can't access it from this space. So depending on what your intent is long-term for this space, probably will determine what option is best for you. Either option I don't think you can go wrong with. It's kind of a diamond in the rough, but it could also limit the buyers later if you resell the house, depending on what you do. But either way, it's a cool addition that you don't see in many homes. So either way, there's a certain level of uniqueness to this house that I think is pretty cool. So, all right, we have seen both houses. We have seen the smallest and the biggest. All right, if you feel like the first one's too small, but this one might be too much house, there's a lot of options in between that we can explore together. But instead of showing you more houses today, let me just go to the map. In case you're not from the area, I want to show you where Copper River is in Fresno, what's around here, and then we'll talk about pricing, and then we will call it a day. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, we're going to check out the map right now. I'm going to show you this area, what's around here. We're going to then go to the pricing of these homes that we're seeing today, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so here we go. So if you guys are relocating here from out of the area, I like to show this to give you points of reference. We're over here in Central California, which is right in the heart of the state between San Francisco and Southern California. All right, we are right here in this Fresno area. It's a little place called Fresno, guys. You know, a lot of people think of Fresno as like a small little town. It is not that way anymore though, guys. There are many outskirts cities like Hanford, Lemoore, Kingsburg, Dinuba, Reedley. A lot of these places surrounding Fresno have that small town feel, but Fresno really doesn't have that small town feel anymore. There's so many areas, it has grown so much over the years that it kind of has the big city feel. Now, if you're moving here from San Francisco or New York, you're probably laughing at this, but the reality is that it's not like some little small farm town like many people think that it is. So this is where we are today, guys. Now, you know, over the years, Fresno has grown kind of in every direction, but, you know, things have tended to grow north, all right? So a lot of the older areas are in the southern part of Fresno, kind of down in this area that you see me moving my cursor around right now. And, you know, some of the newest, most prestigious areas with the highest rated schools are in North Fresno and Clovis, all right? Now, today we are in the prestigious Copper River area, all right, which is this space right up here, okay? We've got actually 2 golf courses in the area. We've actually got several golf courses around. We've got many par 3 courses, a few large full-size, actually several large full-size courses. I can think of 5 right now. But in North Fresno, we've got 2 of them, all right, that are pretty prestigious. They've got the country club, total country club feel, very kind of high-end feeling, you know, nice places, right? So the houses that we're seeing today are in the farthest northern golf course area, which is this whole space you see right here on the screen. Let me move myself up here. All right, so all this green that you see kind of weirdly shaped here, this is the golf course of Copper River. There's lots of houses out here. In fact, the houses that you're seeing in this video are some of the affordable ways to get into the community. Mostly the first house, guys. Wait till you hear the price on that. You're not going to believe it. But houses range out here from like $500,000 on the low end, all the way up to several $1,000,000, and really everything in between, just depending on what you want to do, right? A lot of custom homes out here. There's 4 builders that have built out here. Garrett McDonald is a very popular one. They do a lot of custom and semi-custom homes out here. Granville's got a ton. You know, Lennar was out here, I think, for a while. They're not actively building, though, in this area. And then Trumark is also out here, which is who we are featuring today on the channel. So they build a really nice house, guys. They really do. And especially the value that you get out here, price per square foot wise, I mean, it's a great value for what you get. So now what's around this area? We've got Mad Duck. This is relatively new. It's a local brewery. There's several of these around town. They've got great food. I don't really drink alcohol much. I kind of break out, so that's out for me. But it is a brewery. They've got a lot of stuff on tap, so that's pretty cool. There's some fantastic restaurants close to here up at Willow and Shepherd area at the Row. A lot of stuff, guys, but here specifically, we've got the actual country club. all right, which is right here. So this is super nice, guys. It looks very fancy out here. It's got a kind of a nice, elegant, high-end sort of feel, which is exactly what you would expect at a country club. It's kind of what you're also paying for, so you know it's not really a surprise. But look how beautiful this area is. You can go there, you can reserve this place for weddings, you can do birthday parties there. There's a driving range out here, which is right up this way. All right, and then you can see some of the massive real estate that's being built out here. You know, and in the drone clips that you're seeing in this video, you're also getting kind of a touch of what's out here. So very, very nice, guys. It's really nice. And you know, many people want to be in Copper River. This is 93723. They love the idea of the Clovis North area. By the way, this is Clovis North, so it's Clovis North. I think it's Granite Ridge and Copper Hills Elementary School. So all fantastic, highly rated Clovis Unified schools. All right. That's another reason this is a fantastic space to live. But you know, all in all, there's just a lot out here. You know, there's a lot of homes out here, and it's a really nice place. We've got Clovis North right over here. When I was in late elementary and middle school, I would ride my bike to school. You know, so I never minded that. I kind of enjoyed that as a kid. So you could certainly do that out here. It's very safe and it's very close, actually. So you can totally do that. There's also a junior college out this way, which is a part of the State Center Community College District. SCCCD, say that like 5 times fast. State Center Community College District. That is the Fresno City College. This is Clovis Community College. There's like Reedley College, there's Madera, and I think 1 or 2 others in the district. So if you are looking to graduate high school and you're not going to jump right into Fresno State or a 4-year university, this is a fantastic place to go. In fact, I actually went to this school before transferring to Fresno State. So it's nice, and it's conveniently located near Copper River. So, all right, now we can go on and on about what's around here, you know, restaurants, dining, shopping. Just reach out to me. I'll share with you our guide on everything that's in this area, everything that you need to know, all right? But let me just go to the pricing, because that's like maybe the most important, most super exciting thing I'm going to talk about in this video, just because you're going to be blown away. So I've got it right here. Okay, so the first house we saw today, guys, it's a fantastic floor plan. You know, it's not a huge house. I think it's 1553. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath. We got the powder room downstairs. Not much of a dining room. If you recall, that was kind of the floor plan with a small backyard. That one starts at $454,990. Okay, you heard me correctly. $454,990. You cannot get into the Copper River area, let alone in a brand new home, for that price anywhere else. I can basically guarantee that. So this is the absolute most affordable, most obtainable option to get into this community in this zip code. This zip code in general is actually priced above the average for Fresno. But I mean, to be in Copper River for under $500,000 is insane. I just want you to understand, it is crazy, and there's not a lot of options at that price point out here. In fact, I don't know that there's any other options. I don't think there are. So there's like some townhouses south of Copper, the street Copper, not Copper River, but just south of Copper River. There are some townhouses that they're not building anymore. Sometimes those pop up for, you know, $400K, but you've got shared walls on both sides and it's gated, and that's not a bad option, but it's not a house in Copper River. Those are not even in Copper River. So, you know, whatever, right? But these are insane, right? For what you get, the value for where you're at, it's crazy. I think I've said that enough times, so let's just move on to the next house. The other house in the video, the second one that you guys saw, did that thing not have a massive loft? Was that not absolutely beautiful? It was really nice with some different ways you can configure the floor plan to fit your needs best. That one starts around $724, I believe. I think it's $724, and that house is over 3,000 square feet. It is a 2-story. You do get a bigger backyard with the bigger house. It's just all around a bigger lot. If lot size is like your most important thing, There's not a lot of huge lots in Copper River available at the price point, but if you're kind of like, hey, a decent sized backyard, a really nice house in one of the most desirable areas in Fresno is what I'm looking for, then this is a place that we should go together and explore for you. I'll point out the good, the bad, and the stuff you should actually know. So now keep in mind, both of these homes, we would be adding solar to these. So the base price I just mentioned would only stay that if you did a base level home with no upgrades and you leased the solar. If you upgrade the house, which this builder gladly lets you do, you can go in, change floor, change this, change that. Of course, that comes with an elevated price point, and then you add solar. You could easily be over $500,000 or over $800K on the second house. But it is possible to get in here at these prices mentioned. So reach out to me and I will tell you how. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thanks again. Have a great day.